thank you, Andre, for not breaking the news. As a newsman, I guess you always want to break the news first. I'm happy that you guys came to us today to listen to us. We have some interesting news to share with you. We are going to move on in the way we structure our group and in the way we structure Beeline here in Russia. We have said repeatedly at VEON, as we say now, for a group, that we will move on to become a tech company more than being a telco mobile operator the way we have been. It's a transformation, it's a journey over time. And as a part of that, we have worked for a long, long time in discussion with our partners, and I named them in English alphabetical order: Huawei and Nokia. They are very conscious about the order they're being mentioned, so I want to make sure that you understand that this is alphabetical. The industry has been moving on for quite some time in terms of how it defines its relationship to the production of the services and the way we want to be seen and want to operate in the future. A lot of people speak about new operating models, and we've seen a trend for many years where not only in the telecom industry but also in other industries, companies change the way they put together their value chain. And no industry will go free of experiencing substantial change. Telco is not one of many industries that looks at its value chain. And looking at the way we have structured our business traditionally, we have been fully integrated. We will not be that in the future. If you look at the reasons why people have changed in the past, it has usually been to save cost, very much a cost focus. And I've been very skeptical to that. And I've made active decisions previously in my career where I have focused more on the delivery than only the cost. That's why now I think the industry has become ready to make the kind of move that we are doing today, where a lot of our employees will start working with our partners to deliver services to our customers. In a way, we are controlling the service output, but we are working together with partners who have a global scale and who have huge experience from exactly delivering the services we're talking about today. So moving away from the traditional cost focus to a service focus and a relationship focus to our vendors and our now partners, as we increasingly use the words. So some of the areas of our business will remain within our control. We need to have a clear understanding of the sales part, the marketing propositions, the way we go to market. We need to control all those elements. We do use partners and franchises in sales, but we need to be in control. In the same way, we will also be in control of the service definition of the production units that we are now going to work together with partners. But the day-to-day work will be carried out by our partners. And they will then harvest experience from other countries where they do exactly the same kind of tasks in order to help us optimize our business. So I would not have come to this conclusion if I hadn't felt sure that the employees that will now change their employer to start working for our partners would have a good future where they're going, a safe future and a predictable future based on the service level agreements. That's one of these words that we often use, and the other relationships that we are developing with, in alphabetical order, Huawei and Nokia. So I think this is a big move for VimpelCom. Sorry, you see I make the mistake, I'm supposed to say VEON. The group is called VEON, the trademark in Russia is and will remain Beeline, just remember that. But it's a big move for VEON on our path to becoming a tech company, because we are going to spend even more time now developing our market propositions, and we'll spend less time on day-to-day service delivery within the managed services. So I would like to welcome our partners from Huawei and Nokia to present themselves to you. And I'm happy to hand over the word first to our friend from...
Давай. А я бы хотел спросить про трансформацию, да? Правильно я понимаю, что перевод на аутсорс — это только первый шаг, да? Дальше начнется некая трансформация. В чем она будет состоять? Это, не знаю, там, перевод на технологии с DNFI, еще что-то?
Well, I think I tried to outline some of this. We are looking at what part of sort of the production is natural to have with us. And telcos were vertically integrated in the past. When I worked at my previous employer, I remember our CEO through many, many years said that he started as CEO. he had a big discussion whether we needed to employ internal carpenters in the company. So he got rid of the carpenters, and then some people said we can never have external people preparing the food for us in the canteen. So then he said we can work with ISS and others for the canteen. And I think we are, without comparing directly, we are of course now looking at in which areas is it realistic that even a big company like Beeline can be more efficient in the future and better in the future than two global partners who do this all over the world. And we have come to the conclusion, after a lot of work, that the time is now right to go all the way and work with partners. But remember, we are not giving up the ability to design our services. We are not giving up the control, the quality control. We are not giving up the end-to-end responsibility for delivering our services. We can't do that, and we won't do that. So the second part of your question, VEON has said publicly, again and again, we want to transform more into a tech company. And that means that we need to move in a direction where telcos and mobile operators have not succeeded. We need to look at what happens in addition to the platform that we are building. And we see other companies are extremely successful, and we respect them for that. We all talk about Facebook, we talk about Google, but there are many others. We see how Uber, Yandex, others, financial services, there are 1,000 things that are building on top of our platform. And that's good. It's good for society, it's good for our customers who get more choice, and it's good for us as long as it drives traffic. But we want to be more professional also on top of the connectivity services. And that means that we have to spend more time on that. We need to be able to focus the management attention on this. And that is easy to say in PowerPoint, but it's not so easy to do in practice. So we need to make some very clear and substantial choices on the way to be able to get there.